Oh, hey. Cool. No, I'm sorry. Go. My fault. All right. Welcome back. Welcome in. You have found us once again. Just again, the Rabbit Hole Fantasy Football Show, Focus Show, here to help you to be gruntled with your fantasy football team and your fantasy football decisions since 2020. Out of the ashes of COVID comes this show. Connor and I like talking fantasy football, so we got on, like everybody did, like this. And then here we go. So we decided to press record. Anyway, so since 2020, I am your humble host, Brian the Amigo Baldwin. I'm honored to introduce Connor, the Gut Marshal. How you doing today, Connor?
I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling like I pressed record, and I did, so we're in a good spot.
Excellent.
Rising up from the ashes, like you said, in 2020, man, it felt good. For those listening in, we just got done watching men's basketball in the Olympics, and it felt pretty sick seeing us win gold once again.
Now I know what it feels like to cheer for Steph Curry. I've always hated that guy.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Captain America, and also the women's national soccer team won gold in the 4x400. Man, and that 4x400, dude, they won by 10 seconds. I mean, they were all like hydrating by the time people came across the line. It was insane, like a tenth of a second from a world record and Olympic record. It was crazy.
That's
all
awesome.
right. Yeah. So today we have a great show for you today. This is our 188th show, August the 10th, in this hopeful year of our Lord. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to talk a little news real quick. But then also we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a live mock draft. Right now, it's a 10-man. It's a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, tight end, 1 quarterback, 1 flex, and a defense and a kicker. And I think 4 or 5 bench spots, something like that. Yeah. And 10. Yeah, I said 10-man, full point PPR. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be switching it up where Connor's going to do hero RB, and I'm going to do hero wide receiver. So I have the 4th pick, and Connor has the 10th. But in the meantime, it's going to be starting in a little about 12 minutes. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and let's get started with some news items. All right, so here we go. Brandon Ayuk, man. Let's talk about Brandon Ayuk. Okay, so it looked like he was out the door. I mean, it really did look like he was out the door. Look, they had the framework. They, being San Francisco, had the framework for a trade with Cleveland, had a trade with New England, all ready to go. These were definitely places that were completely different than San Francisco. They were both climate and also winning ability and quarterbacks. And so I posted on my X account if you want to check it out. It's at Drive Time Brian. Yeah, that's me. And so I posted there that was completely for San Francisco to choose places that they knew that Brandon Ayuk did not want to go to because of either weather or winning ability. That was complete gangster, man. That was complete gangster. Okay. So it looks like, what's your thoughts, Connor? Do you think that Ayuk is out of there, or is he going to sign back at a reduced pay?
I mean, it's weird, dude, because it's just like, I mean, dude, like, look, you can either take the money that they're willing to give you and be in a city with great weather that has the chance to go to the Super Bowl every year, or you can play with New England and get 30 million a year and you're in the cold and you're never going to win a Super Bowl. Like it's like Baltimore isn't going to pay you 30 million a year to play for them. I know you'd be a great,
right,
scheme
exactly
fit,
right.
They're not going to pay. We're in reality. This isn't Madden.
Right. No, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you.
I will say, I mean, yeah, go ahead. It's not even worth it.
No. It is. I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm having some internet issues. So yeah, it's I'm trying to fix it right now while we're talking. So if I look all crazy or sound all weird, that's the reason why. Let's see here. He is one thing to look at is on Ayuk is that he kind of showed his cards. He does not want to go to a place. Winning means more than money. That's what he basically said, and so that's why San Francisco is willing to deal now because they're like, Yeah, it's not all about the money. It definitely isn't. Let's talk about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb warring with the with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said that he has no urgency to sign CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb responded with an LOL. So let me ask you, man. Do you think that CeeDee Lamb's going to play this year?
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna play. I mean, Jerry is crazy, but I do firmly think that CD is going to be paid and will play.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna play, but I can definitely see something like, "Ow, my toe hurts. I don't think I'll play this week,"
Mm-hmm.
or "Ooh, I tweaked my knee." I mean, no, he won't throw his players out there. He'll play. He'll play. He'll be fine. Everybody, I think you can draft him with confidence. It just, I wouldn't if I was a Dallas Cowboy fan and I was trying to choose a jersey to buy. I'd probably go Aubrey or Diggs. I would not go Lamb because I'm not sure how long that jersey will be valid because I don't see him signing a long contract with the Cowboys after all this mess. But yeah, but as far as fantasy goes, I nothing to see here. I would keep going. But one thing that is something to see here is Puka, Nacua, Cooper Kupp. Let's get into this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with let's clear this air. Let's just go and clear this air already. That the beginning of draft season, or off season, or whenever we first started preparing for fantasy football, Connor and I had a discussion about Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, and Connor was 100% solidly on the Puka side, and I was 100% solidly on the Cooper Kupp side. Now, I neither of us has wavered that I know of. So the news coming out is that Puka has damage to his bursa sac. Sean McVay said that it's no big deal, that it's just a little bit of a bursa sac, which that is also commonly known as bursitis. Okay, and I don't know about you guys, but I know I had always had the uncle during Thanksgiving that couldn't move around that much, or Christmas time, and he was always complaining about his bursitis acting up. So to me, bursitis is something that's chronic. So it's keeping him out of the preseason, so you're not going to see him in the preseason. It's and there's been some some reports, but of course, it's reports. It's not the team saying this. It's reports that that Cooper Kupp is back to full health. Connor, are you still on the Puka train?
No. This is there's a lot.
Whoa!
So for starters, I don't think we talked about this last week, but I'm going to talk about it now. The Rams had 3 injuries to the offensive line. They lost two tackles and a guard, which is not great, especially for Matthew Stafford, someone who is the last guy you want to get dinged up. Combined with that, the fact that Puka's banged up and now Kupp's healthy, those 3 things spell one thing for me, and that's that Cooper Kupp has another monster usage year. Now,
Okay.
what does worry me is I think that I'm probably not the only fucker out there who thinks that. So his ADP is probably going to rise accordingly. Right now, he's about a third rounder. It's like, oh yeah, he's the value, but bro,
Right.
he could be like a back end, first round pick by the time we're actually drafting.
Good point. That's a very excellent point right there, Connor. And I'm glad you brought that up. That whenever if you're listening to us, there's a chance you listen to, you're hardcore, so you're probably reading or listening to other fantasy football outlets, and
Yeah.
so you're hearing that they're exactly what Connor's saying. They're all, he's a value. He's a screaming value, screaming value, screaming value. They're also saying not to worry about Puka, that he'll be fine. Now, I'm on the side, and I've been a victim of this one philosophy, and I'm trying to be a better drafter this year. And so, because I got fat, I didn't mention this on the top, but since we formed this channel, Connor came into the channel with 2 rings. I won 3 consecutive, and then Connor won his 3rd ring this past year. So the show has won a ring every single season. Okay, so we know what we're doing. Okay, so you wanted to just go and throw it out there, but so last year,
Not for nothing. The Doc also won a ring last year.
yeah.
So the show brought multiple championships home last year.
So three for 3 years I'd been winning championships, so I kind of got a little frothy, well, got a little dirty, with my drafting, and I ended up in last place. So yeah, so I'm not gonna go dirty anymore. All right, and so one thing that I'm trying to learn is that I did not pay attention or did not take training camp injuries seriously. And one thing that we all need to realize is, as fantasy football players, is that whenever it's kind of like the hospital, when somebody gets released from a hospital, not all of a sudden they're healed. They're just no longer in critical care, right? Whenever a player gets injured in in training camp and it's for multiple weeks, like this is, then that's something. Or if it's right before the season, that's something that, and they're able to play again. Well, great, they're able to play, but they're not 100% healed. You can't expect them to be 100% healed, especially with Puka Nacua, who already has a history of injuries. And so it's something where I'm off of Puka. I really wasn't on Puka to begin with, but I am off of him now and squarely on the Cooper Kupp train. Now, when he comes, where would you draft Puka at, Connor?
Second round pick.
Oh, second?
Because there's still tremendous upside. So I still think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to play. Like I said, before, like he's just kind of built different. So I definitely think that it's not, he's injured. He's going to play through. He's going to get his horse tranquilizer shots or what have you. But that also, I mean, it's him and Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp still got that mind mold with Matthew Stafford. And if Matthew Stafford's getting blitzed every damn play, he's going to throw the ball in the first 2 seconds he has it.
Yeah.
So if just Cooper Kupp's generally that slot guy, Puka is kind of more the long range guy at this point. So
okay.
For the listeners, I just shrugged.
Yeah, and for the watchers, if I'm going, it's because my internet. I'm trying to fix it.
You look good.
Okay.
We've actually had no problems this whole time.
Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord!
Yes.
Yeah. Well, right now it's switching on and off between Wi-Fi and direct. So if I go max headroom to all my our old school viewers, that's the reason why. Yeah. So. You don't even know who Max Headroom is, do you,
no.
Connor? No. He was huge in the '80s, man. For like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, he ruled. Yeah, look it up, and then you'll be disappointed, and you'll say, "Why did that guy rule?" Hey, man, it was the '80s. What can you say? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So where would you say Cooper Kupp is then?
Third, because I don't want to pay any more for him.
Okay, so you seem to. So based on what you're saying with the draft, that Cooper Kupp is a higher value, or Puka Kupp is
the highest value.
Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua. Yeah, no. Puka Nacua is going to he's going to be drafting or he's going to be producing more than Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your final.
Which at the end of the day, which one of them are you really more scared about getting injured? Puka or Cooper Kupp?
I'm Puka, 100%. Yeah, I'm on the other side. I'm on Cooper Kupp's side, mainly because that he was battling all these injuries, right? And so he's seen as the or the reports are that he's the good guy, or he's the guy that they're going the offense is going through. But also, one thing that you need to keep in mind is that while Puka Nacua is out during training camp, Stafford and Kupp are regelling again. So that Connor's right about the ADP, but I think by the time that we all draft, like in a week or two, okay, because it's coming fast, that he's going to be ahead of Puka Nacua, and I think that's the justified thing. But don't be. I would not draft Puka in the second round. He's more of a third, maybe actually fourth or fifth round for me. Yeah, because I'm just so scared about that injury and about the Cooper Kupp, and also that they also like to run the ball a lot. So and Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, dude. It's gonna be some good stuff. So
Right.
yeah. Okay, there we go.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I feel you. For those listening in, we are doing our drafts now. We have 2 minutes left, so
2 minutes.
everyone's left in the lobby before the draft starts. So everyone's queuing up their guys.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So again, fourth. I'm in fourth pick overall. Connor is 10th pick. It's 10 man, full point PPR. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and mark this. So there we go. Sweet, got it. And so so we are on Yahoo. So we're using Yahoo ADP, and then also it's a Connor's doing hero running back, and I'm doing hero wide receiver. Yeah, apparently I have a problem doing more than one thing at one time. Okay, because you saw me like just gotta start. My mind slowed. Is like I gotta split. I can't think. So yeah, it's a 1 minute, 1 minute to go. And so what we're gonna do is that Connor and I are gonna do our best to try to keep everything, keep everybody going as far as or abreast of the drafts. What's really cool
Yeah.
about this is that this is not a computer draft. There's a lot of fantasy football podcasts that will do a draft, but they'll use the computer.
We draft with real people.
We're with real people here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we have George Garcia at 1, Kevin at 2, Stringen at 3, me at 4, Osvaldo at 5, Daniel at 6, Maddie at 7, D at 9, and 10 is Connor. So yeah, man, real people. So
Real people.
it's going to be interesting to see if people are still going Christian McCaffrey. Are you worried about McCaffrey, Connor?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think the bell tolls for him. Yeah, this year. Yeah, again, like
Maybe
I said,
maybe I'll get creative and do a trade for him.
like I said, training camp. No, dude. Well, you're in a lot of leagues, so you could probably do it in one of them. Yeah, yeah. So, oh no.
Brees
First
Hall went
overall,
first.
yeah,
Tyreek went second. McCaffrey
and then
went
McCaffrey,
third. Brian
and
is
then
on the clock.
yeah, and I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go hero, wide receiver.
yeah. Here we go.
I know what you're gonna
Where's?
do.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to.
I know exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. I'm on on this laptop here, and so it's giving me. Or maybe I could do it this way. Maybe I have to do it the old school way. Oh,
Well, you took
whatever.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes, I took CeeDee Lamb, but I didn't press the draft button. Yeah, but I'm doing hero wide
That's
receiver.
not who I thought you were gonna pick.
Yeah, no. I wasn't going to do Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I thought you were.
No. CeeDee Lamb was Chase really hasn't done it yet. He is somewhat potential, but CeeDee Lamb, he is somebody that ended the year as number 1 wide receiver. So this is me telling you not to be worried about drafting CeeDee Lamb.
Damn it.
Yeah, it felt weird to.
I wanted to get J Train.
Did you?
I wanted to get J Train. Well, I'm gonna get someone who I don't normally get to have. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and I'm gonna get Saquon. Now,
Okay.
hero RB, that means that I only have one running back, right? So I need to go wide receiver now.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to make the green team, and I'm going to get Garrett Wilson. So I have a green running back and a green wide receiver.
Okay.
I'm gonna fully commit to this.
Green running back, green wide receiver. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's weird. I can't find the draft button on my like where the draft button normally is on. I'm using a just to let everybody know that when we switch screens, I go off. Okay, so I can't do that. So I'm trying a whole new thing here.
I'm really excited about this green thing, dude. I'm gonna tap into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
gonna actually do this in a league. I'm gonna make a green team. They're gonna win.
Yeah, something. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm having all types of interesting issues here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, is it my turn?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Let me just see if I can do this.
So let me catch people up. So a lot happened.
Yeah.
So after I took Saquon and Garrett Wilson, someone took Derrick Henry, and then Devontae Adams went, Justin Jefferson, Puka, Kyron Williams. So Brian is on the clock.
Mm-hmm. And
Going
I already picked
hero.
my guy, but I have to like mark him and then let it.
Okay, so Gibbs. So Brian took Gibbs.
Yeah. So I just I can't find. Oh,
Pacheco. Pacheco went.
yeah.
Are
I
you back
can't.
in?
Yeah, I'm back in, but like I said, I can't seem to find where the draft button is. It like shows everything except for where you should draft.
Are
Yeah,
you
so
on a little laptop?
I'm on my iPad. Yeah, so it's a little weird.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it's a little weird. But yeah, so I went Jameer Gibbs. He was again that was the best running back that was there. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do this on the iPad again. So let me just tell you right now, don't ever draft on an iPad. Okay, so yeah, if you're like, hey man, I'll just take my iPad with you. Don't. Okay, don't. That would be my suggestion. Yeah, so yeah, it's or maybe I need to turn it sideways. Maybe they'll do it. I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna see if maybe sideways will change my luck. But anyway, so yeah, so far I started off with CeeDee
Damn
Lamb.
it!
What
I
are you mad
wanted that
about?
guy.
Okay.
ETN. He's one of the best green running backs left.
Ah, okay. Well, see, so now I'm on the clock, okay, and so I'm going like I'm committing to hero wide receiver. Okay, so I have Josh Jacobs, Rashad White, and Joe Mixon, and James Cook. Oh yeah, there it is. I can hit the draft button now. Yay! Yeah, Christmas is saved. So I'm going with Joe Mixon. Yeah, as so my wide receivers are Joe Mixon and Jameer Gibbs. So and I have my wide receiver is CeeDee Lamb. So um, see when do you think that we stop doing hero? When do we start? I guess whenever the cliff falls off. Yeah. So
I
that's that.
mean, we've already got our guys.
Well,
Oh,
no,
and
no,
like,
no.
when is it a hero or not to?
Yeah,
When is a
yeah,
hero
yeah,
or not
yeah,
a
yeah,
hero?
yeah. When you stop doing hero, um, yeah, I'm gonna wait until there's a cliff that I see. Let's mark the cliff. I'll say that I'll know when it's there. Okay. All right. So catch. Let's see here. Let me go to draft results. We're not doing a good job letting everybody know about the draft. So first round was Brees Hall, Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, Lamb, Brown, Chase, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, AJ Brown, and then Connor got Saquon Barkley. Connor turned around and got Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, then it was Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, and then my pick, Jameer Gibbs, then Isaiah Pacheco, Mike Evans, and Marvin Harrison. And yeah, and then after that pick, starting round three was Brandon Ayuk, and then Travis Etienne, Devon A. Chain. Then I picked Joe Mixon. Then Michael Pittman went, Chris Olave, Laporta, and then Hurts being the first quarterback off the board. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. And now Drake London just went, so we're at the end of round three, and
And we're
Connor
back to
is
me.
yeah. So what are you thinking, Connor?
So I wanted Jalen Hurts, but he's not there. So I'm gonna take Josh Jacobs with my third pick. And
Jacobs?
then yeah, I'm gonna turn around. Look, it's the fourth round. And this might be a little cheeky, but a lot of their uniforms still have green. So I'm taking DK as my wide receiver too. So now I have Saquon, Josh Jacobs, and then I have Garrett Wilson and DK. So I know I technically
Yeah,
went hero RB, but I
no,
found such
you didn't.
values.
Yeah, no, you went out of you went rogue because
What was I supposed to do?
well, Debo Samuel was there, Nico Cooper Cup.
Oh, I was supposed to take I shouldn't take a running back. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's hero. So
It's hero.
meaning you're loading up on wide receivers, and then you hit the later round running backs. And so yeah, so with me,
Oops.
yeah,
My bad, bro.
that's okay, man. That's okay. You're not used to doing this type of.
I should have taken Devonte Smith. That would have I should have taken him instead of Josh Jacobs.
You could, yeah. So with, I will tell you that right now with the running backs, that this is probably the as far as you can go, in my opinion, as hero RB because now we're getting to the James Cooks, David Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson. You know what? Actually, no. There's. I think I can go deeper. I think I can go dirtier. I think I can go dirtier. Um, with well, hang on. I'm doing hero wide receiver, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I need to go running back. Excuse me. So okay. So with these guys, what I'm going to choose is that we're in a full point PPR. I have Jameer Gibbs and I have what's his name, Mixon. So I want to go with somebody that I think that's going to do well on. Oops, hang on, there we go. Yeah, it's going to do well with the. Oh, did he draft? What did he draft? Did he draft
Debo.
something? He draft Debo? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the system messing up. Okay, well I guess we went rogue now. So we're all rogue. It's crazy. Yeah, we're all yeah. So we started off.
Moderate hero. Moderate hero.
Oh, golly, this thing. You know what? I'm never going to draft on an iPad again. Never. I mean, I will never tell anybody to ever draft on an iPad again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I
Okay.
feel you. Yeah, I also have an old iPad that does not work very well.
Well, I mean, it's working fine. It's just my fingers are too fat for it. Okay, and then you gotta turn it sideways, and then and then you can't see all the things like you normally can. It's not cool, man. I'm not digging it. Yeah, I would say the best way to draft is on your computer. Yeah, that's the best way I think. Connor's the one that is a real big about drafting on your computer and doing
Yes.
doing mocks on your computer. So with that one hiccup. I'm going to go back to running backs. Okay, so here we go. So once you catch everybody up while I'm looking at what we got going on, Connor, start on round 4.
Yeah, so I guess to bring it back to me with my fourth pick after DK, Trey McBride went, and that started a little bit of a run on tight ends. Kelsey went, then Rashad White, Waddle, Collins, Debo by Brian, then Kupp went, James Cook went, then Josh Allen, and then Diggs. So right now we have a guy named Kevin drafting.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Kevin reaches a little early. Kamara in the 5th. Patty Mahomes just went. A guy named Strigan. Let's check out his team. He's got Mahomes, Kupp, Christian McCaffrey, Pacheco, and Achan. That's a scary team. We got to watch out for that guy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel different about Achan. I really do. I'm worried about him being healthy, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
biggest concern. Is just that, and then okay, so let's say if he stays healthy, well, what leads him up to being healthy? Not being used as much. Okay, so now you're concerned about about his usage and how many touches he's going to get. Now I know he's highly efficient, but
That's
still,
true.
it's still a little nerve wracking there. Okay, so with my pick, I picked Kenneth Walker. So now, so whenever I'm press this button, this long, oh my god, I am not a fan. Seriously, I am not a fan of iPads. All right, so my team, I have CeeDee Lamb, Debo Samuel, Jameer Gibbs, Joe Mixon, and Kenneth Walker. Okay, so yeah, that Debo Samuel was kind of an interesting pick. But let's see. Let me go ahead and go to draft results, and I'll catch everybody up. So um, Connor went DK Metcalf in the 4th. Then Trey McBride went. Travis Kelsey. You all know this. Rashad White, Waddle. Then Nico Collins, and then I auto picked Debo Samuel. Sorry about that. Cooper Kupp went after me, and then James Cook, and then George Garcia, the number 1 pick, picked Josh Allen and turned around and picked Stephon Diggs. Then after that, Alvin Kamara went, Patrick Mahomes went. Then I picked Kevin Walker. Then Anthony Richardson. Wow, kind of early for Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, kind of a bad pick.
And then Amari Cooper, then Lamar Jackson, Devonta Smith, which I think is a little high for Devonta. Then CJ, and then now Connor picked Christian Kirk, and then turned around and grabbed Jordan Love. And then after that was Tank Dell. Okay, so now I'm coming up on the clock, and this will be round 6. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn around, look and see where everything is. Ooh, I see a big fall on the quarterbacks that somebody didn't think that was going to be there. But there's also some wide receivers that I like because now we have officially gotten to the bottom rung. Okay, we're on the bottom rung of wide receiver running backs. So running backs, you can pretty much like once you get to round 6, that's when you should start. Um, you should start looking around. So I jumped into the wide receivers, and it's just sitting there on round 6 is T Higgins, and I can't pass that up. Yeah, so I went ahead and picked up T Higgins in the 6th round. Go ahead and let everybody know what 6 look like, Connor.
So yeah, so Mark Andrews, Ramondre, T. Higgins, then David Montgomery went. So everyone's teams are rounding out right here. Now we're looking for value picks. We're trying to find stuff that's going to drop. Kevin just took Malik Neighbors. That is crazy high for a rookie wide receiver on a shitty team with a shittier quarterback.
Yeah, training camp videos, man. Training camp videos.
Hype.
He caught 17. He caught 17 of 18 passes during their last joint practice with the Miami Dolphins. So that shows that lets you know that the talent is there. But again, like Connor said, it's Daniel Jones, man. I'm with you, man. That's like a it's a well at round 6. I can't get too upset about round 6. I guess with that, he should have volume. But what he's going to do with it these are targets from Daniel Jones, so that's the biggest issue that I would say that with him. But, you know, oh, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. I'll in a second.
I feel you.
I'll finish my thought. Yeah. So yeah, here we go. Yeah. So that was a huge to me. That was a huge drop. But
Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
you got the Burrow Higgins stack. How does that feel?
Great, fantastic, and that was the 6th round and 7th round. Yeah, so I'm ecstatic about that. Yeah, so that's why I saw that. I saw.
You're not worried about injuries this year?
Nah, I saw Joe Burrow. He's not injured. He's completely healthy. He's not injured.
I mean Higgins.
Higgins not injured, completely healthy, playing on a contract year, dude. I'm not drafting. I'm not going to draft worried about injuries. I'm just not going to do it. I've gotten burned way too many times, So if they're not already currently injured, I'm not going to get too concerned. Like whenever I picked Deebo Samuel, a lot of people would be nervous about that because Deebo Samuel has a percent of getting hurt, but I'm not worried about it. I think he'll be fine. I mean, or if he's out, he'll be out like a couple of games or something, and I should have enough depth to take care of it. It's worth that value for me. So let me go ahead and Connor's going to be up here in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up. So Connor did he did finish. Remember, we heard Malik Neighbors, and then Aaron Jones went. The top of the 7th, that rounded off the 6th. The top of the 7th, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, Zay Flowers, and then me, Joe Burrow, then David Njoku, then Kyler Murray, then James Conner, then Najee Harris, Brian. Ooh, that's a little high for Brian Robinson, Mr. D. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Connor picks Jaden Reed to try to get that stack, which I commend you. I can see it. I just don't know who the stack's going to be. Jaden Reed's already hurt. Okay, in training camp. So now I'm worried about him being hurt. Christian Watson is hurt, so I'm worried about him in training camp.
Christian Watson's always hurt. Look, Dobbs is going to Dobbs, and he might be a guy, but the thing is, I'm less worried about that, and I'm more worried about the fact that, look, Jaden Reed, he's the kind of guy that Matt LaFleur wants. He is in love with guys that can do that kind of stuff, and he is going to find ways. He's going to manufacture opportunities to get him the ball, and that's what I want on my team.
All right. Okay, so as I'm looking at my team, I have 1, 2, 3 running backs, and I probably should have more. So let me focus on running back because there's one there that I love that nobody else seems to love. He's like the unwanted stepchild. I love the guy. I'm going to go and draft him. No, it's leading up.
Zach Moss.
Yeah, Zach Moss. Yeah, I know that I have Joe Burrow. I know I have T. Higgins. I'm not drafting worried about that stuff. People need to realize this is not your forever team. You're just going for talent. You're grabbing talent.
I
And
did win a chip last year with Amon-Ra and David Montgomery. It is totally possible.
you know what's cool is that if you have $5 and go down to like Target or any grocery store, you can get a whole bag of chips. Yeah, so you don't have to win chips. You can go buy them. Now you win championships.
Fuck you, motherfucker! I won a championship with Amon-Ra.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
See, whenever you're a real cool guy, you talk about championships so much that you have shorthand. You're just calling it. Chip.
Okay, spell championship for me.
It's like this, right? I think that's
no.
I'm pretty sure that's where this is where my rings.
No,
go.
we're not doing sign language. Yeah. There's no chip in it. That's why I don't.
For the listeners, I'm flipping Ryan off.
Yeah.
So let me count. Where did you leave us off, Ryan? We got a
7. Yeah, round 7.
Okay, so I got Jaden Reed. I got Evan Engram. I still only have green players. Then someone took the San Francisco D. Then Pickens, the New York Jets defense, which I really wanted for the green team. Nick Chubb, Terry McLaurin, Brian got Zach Moss. That's his guy. I get it. Keenan Allen, Dak Prescott, Chris Godwin, DeAndre Swift, and then Dalton Kincaid.
All right, and so right now I'm one pick away. And remember, I went hero running back, so I need to start focusing on wide receivers. Okay, and so here I am in round 9, and there's a guy staring at me. There's nothing that is saying like everything. The reason why this guy's where he's at is all because of what people think is going to happen. There's been no statement saying that the NFL is going to suspend this guy. So with the ninth round, I picked Rashee Rice. Yeah, so I mean, if you didn't have all that stigma on him, then he would be a lot higher. And so to me, that's a fall. And now, of course, suspensions can come at any time. I understand that, but I'm going to be playing the waiver wire. This isn't my forever team. I could probably use him for the first month or whatever if they suspend him. And I'm not too worried about it. So I would. So right now is where I'm picking wide receivers that I think can go ahead and help my team. Yeah, because I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my running backs right now. I have Jahmyr Gibbs and Joe Mixon and Kenneth Walker and Zach Moss. So I'm pretty happy with that. But let's see here. Let me go ahead and see. Connor left us off at Terry McLaurin in the middle of the seventh round. So after that was me, and I picked Zach Moss. And then after Zach Moss was Keenan Allen, then Dak Prescott and Chris Godwin. And then after Chris Godwin was the start of that ended the 7th. Starting the 8th, DeAndre Swift, Dalton Kincaid, Calvin Ridley, and of course I picked Rashee Rice. Right after Rashee Rice was Christian Watson, then Jalen Warren, then Justin Tucker, DeAndre Hopkins, and then Deontay Johnson, and now Connor is on the clock. Oh, going Dallas Goedert, huh? That's interesting. That's an interesting. And Aaron Rodgers in the 10th. That's wow. I did not expect any of that from you. Care to explain?
They're both green.
You're talking about the teams they are on?
Yeah, they have green jerseys.
So that's what you're doing is you're drafting everybody.
Dude, I told you this like 10 minutes ago.
I thought you were saying green team, like as in like they were like their top.
No, they all wear the color green. You haven't noticed I have the Eagles, the Packers, the Jets, and the Jaguars.
Wow. So Connor's drafting like if any.
I said this 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just didn't think you would draft like a 12-year-old girl. So
maybe there's something to this. Maybe there's something to this. You have like a green team, you have a red team.
Maybe, or yeah, this is what mock drafts. This is Connor doing a lot of mock drafts, so he's going nuts. Yeah, so yeah, interesting.
I honestly, I've always wanted to do this, and I've never pulled the trigger. I'm having so much fun right now.
All right, so now I'm looking at in the 10th round. Okay, and I'm seeing, to me, something that I think is a fall. I think this guy has to do better than last year. Won't be that much harder, especially with the news that came out of Atlanta.
I
I'm
love that
getting
pick.
I'm picking up Kyle Pitts for my tight end. Yeah, the Rondell Moore is out for the season, so that cut down on another target. Now
I have some breaking news.
what is it?
This is pertinent for you guys interested in Josh Jacobs. The Packers rookie running back Marshawn Lloyd suffered a hamstring injury today's
Dang,
preseason game versus the Browns. He was their third round pick, right?
he was up there.
Yeah,
He was
that
up
was
there.
that was the reason why Josh Jacobs isn't gonna win you championships, so or chips, so
No, no, no,
there
no.
there you go.
You can buy a bag of chips. Yeah, you don't have to win them, everybody. You don't have to win them. It's okay.
Everyone who's won chips know that they taste way better than chips you pay money for.
I've won three. I'm telling you this. So
I thought you
I've won
said
three.
I thought you said you weren't cool like that.
I no, I just there's no CHIP in championships. I'm being an old man
Championship.
about it. I'm
You
being an
are
old man.
really being an old man about it.
Yeah.
I
So
am
now
here
we're
for it.
down to, was it the 11th round? Okay, 11th round. Now is the time whenever you start looking around at different things.
Mhm.
Like Connor already has. Who are you? Who are your quarterbacks, Connor?
I have Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. And I picked Joe Burrow. And so I'm looking at round 11. The wide receivers aren't anything I'm too excited about. Same with the tight running backs. And so I'm going to look at either kickers, defense, or I think it's too early for a kicker or defense. So let me take a look at quarterbacks, and I see things that are there. That there's one person here again. This fall right here, like I'm at in the 11th round. This, you talk about like huge value. There's a guy here that finished in the top five of QBs last year and was just killing it, and here he is now at in round 11. This is something where I understand
Purdy.
there's a lot of lure, yeah, for Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams and maybe even Justin Fields if you're a little nasty. But no, man, Brock Purdy's right there. I mean, jeez. I mean, there
He
you
has the
go.
weapons.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, he proved it before in the past. So yeah. So I went with that. Let me take a look at the draft results. I think last time we left off, Connor. I think it was you were, it was at the top of round 9, and the top of round 9 was you. See, that's when you grabbed. No, 10 was when you grabbed Aaron Rodgers. Is that right?
Yeah, so after Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Javonte Williams, Ezekiel Elliott, Hollywood Brown, Jonathan Brooks, kind of high for Brooks, Baltimore defense, and then
Yeah.
Bryant got Kyle Pitts, of course, great value. Jake Ferguson, Tony Pollard, ugh, Roma Dunze, Singletary. Browns defense just went Tajay Spears. So both Tennessee Titans running backs going close to each other. Brian, as a lifelong Houston fan, how good does it feel to see the Titans being disgraced by the Oilers colors the minute they don them? It seems like a curse has been placed on
Uh,
them now, but it
yeah. Yeah. Well,
feels so good, doesn't it?
it does, especially since whenever you find out that like Bud Adams, I think like put it in his will or something, where the city of Houston can never use the Columbia blue colors ever. Like, I mean, it's like he wanted to make sure from the grave that he's still being an ass to Houston. So yeah, to me, it makes me feel happy. Um, there was a report that Pollard and Spears are 1A, 1B. So if you're wanting to invest in the Titans backfield, I think that's exactly how you do it. You go for the guy that's last, which would be Spears. But I don't even know if you really want to do that. Is that even worth something uh, to go into? That's to invest in. That would be the question I would have. But we did end at round 10 at Roma Duze. And so I will go ahead and pick up at round 11. It started round 11 started off with Devin Singletary, Austin Eckler, then Dallas defense, and then I picked Brock Purdy. Then Gus Edwards went Cleveland, Tajay Spears, then Brandon Aubrey, Chase Brown, and Cortland Sutton. Any surprises in what I just told you, Connor?
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, you picked Cortland Sutton. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that's a big surprise for me. Yeah. Explain.
I'm looking for things. I'm hoping that maybe Sean Payton still sees him as the one. I'm also hoping that we just have one of those good situations where a mediocre quarterback supports one wide receiver.
Me-
Like Josh Gordon throwback when Josh Gordon was on the Browns, he didn't have good quarterbacks. The quarterbacks fed him so much because that's all they could do was just throw to him. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. I'm right there. No. I got
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
got you. Yeah. So right now I'm searching around. The reason for the hiatus is because we're in the muck, dude. This is where I think Connor normally goes to auto draft. So because there's nothing exciting here. But I looked around, was digging around, found what I think is a drop. Might be a drop might be only useful for half a season, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to pick Jerome Ford, yeah, in the 12th round. Yeah, I just think that there's value there. There's also some wide receivers that I'm interested in. Yeah, ah, yeah, one was a lot more exciting until like news came out that he got hurt. And, I feel about those injuries, so I don't want to play that route that game. So, um, oh man, now I'm in round 13. Let me just take a side eye to the kickers and a side eye to the defenses and see what's out there. Just to see what's going on. And there's yeah. So the defenses they're pretty thick. There's not really any weak ones there in my opinion. And the kickers, are there anybody there that would stick out to me? I see one. We'll see if that one comes to me. And yeah, so Connor, are you a fan of kickers?
Yeah, not only do I believe in getting strong at the ones, I believe that concept applies to your kickers and your defenses, not just your quarterback and tight end position. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean you have to be the guy that drafts Justin Tucker every year. It just means you have to be plugged into the position and know how to take advantage of the market.
yeah. I'm gonna go with my kicker here. A little homer action here, dude. Yeah,
I
so
me, Fairbear,
yeah, a little Fairburn.
love it,
Yeah, yeah,
love
yeah.
it,
Well, round 13.
love it.
Why not? Why not?
You
So
know who I
now
can't believe is still here is Tua. Tua has
no,
not been drafted yet.
yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, yeah,
Neither has
yeah.
Caleb Williams
Uh
or
huh.
Jackson Smith and Jigba or Xavier Worthy. Although we have a lot of auto drafters, so honestly, that probably wouldn't happen if this was a
Hmm.
real draft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact, I think the only two people in this draft right now, real people now, are Connor and myself. So
No,
yeah.
we have two guys. We have
Oh,
shout out to Osvaldo and Kevin.
yes, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Maybe they're doing a podcast just like us.
Maybe.
Let's do
Yeah,
a collab, guys.
that'd be great. Yeah, we're all worth. We'd be happy to work with any
Oh
podcast.
yeah,
We're not those kind of
as long
people.
as they don't take our name.
Uh, you know, um, yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, that's
All
kind
right,
of a
so
bitch move.
it is. The well, it's stealing. But Connor on round 12, I think it was. He took T.J. Hawkinson, and then after that was Curtis Samuel, then Kansas City defense, then finally Jaden Daniels went. Then it was Harrison Butker, then Khalil Shakur, and then I picked Jerome Ford, then Jake Elliott, Jordan Jordan Addison, which I think that's a wasted pick. So yeah, Kevin, yeah, I can tell it's a human there. That's a wasted pick. Brock Bowers, because just not on because I don't think that the quarterback can support more than one wide receiver. That's the same reason why you picked up what's his name? Who am I thinking? The Sutton. Yeah, the same reason why
Mhm.
you picked up Sutton is the same reason why I'm that I would say that you wouldn't pick up. Yes, I'm going to do Homer, double Homer. Yes,
Texans D.
don't, huh?
Texans D. Love it.
Yes, let's go
I think
double Homer.
they're gonna do good this year for
I think
faux
so.
show.
I think so too. But I mean, Las Vegas defense is good. Green Bay is, Miami, Buffalo. I mean,
Shit, the Eagles could be good again.
yeah, absolutely could. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so there's a lot of like that's why I'm like defenses is you can wait. In my opinion, you can wait till last unless you're like Connor and you're trying to do a certain color team. And then yeah. Oh, dude, the Astros won 5-4 against the Red Sox in Boston. How
Woo!
about that? How about that? Yeah, you like that?
You
You like
like
that?
that?
Yeah. Let me take a look at my team. What am I going? What do I got going on here?
I don't know how you stack up against the green team, bro. We're gonna have
Probably not well. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So it's a free for all. I can do whatever's best available. Let's see here. Wide receiver. Okay. Let me take a look. I'm taking stabs at stuff, right? That's what we're doing here. When you're in the last, this is like the last pick of the draft is when you're taking a shot at somebody you think that might be really good. Man, yeah. I would really I would normally put like Lad McConkey in this spot, but dude, he's hurt, so it makes me nervous. He's hurt and he's a rookie. It's not a good combination. Jameson Williams, I'm nervous about him because just there's so many mouths there. Kean Coleman, great dresser. Don't know how he is as a wide receiver, so I'll go with somebody that I think is going to have some good. That could be good value. Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie wide receiver out of Carolina. Let's just see what happens, man. He looked very talented in college, So there we go. And your last pick, Connor. What are you going in thinking of your last pick?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of guys that kind of have my attention. At this point, we're swinging for home runs. There's guys that are available. Jacoby Myers, Jameson Williams, Rashid Shaheed, Lad McConkey, uh, just a couple. Dobbs is still there. Keon Coleman, like you said, Antonio Gibson. But I'm gonna pick this guy actually because I want to talk about him
Okay.
because this is a gimme. This is one of the actual guys that I think is going to do good this year for where he's going, and that's Brandon Cooks. Because with all this change that's happened in the Cowboys, I'm not even going to say turmoil. I'm not saying this because of what's going on with CeeDee. That's just icing on an already extremely appetizing cake because Michael Gallup isn't there on the Cowboys anymore. And Michael Gallup, not for nothing, but he got targets. So it's going to be CeeDee, Cooks, and Ferguson now. Those are kind of the three receivers. Tony Pollard isn't there anymore, so they don't have a pass catching running back like they used to for Dak to throw to. And yeah, he might throw to Zeke, who's probably going to be the RB1, but it's not going to be as good as if he throws to Cooks.
So Connor's team is Jordan Love is his quarterback, and then Garrett Wilson, which is weird. Why the switch from Garrett Wilson to Garrett Wilson from Marvin Harrison Jr.? I know that you're a big Marvin Harrison Jr. fan.
Because he's a rookie. It's because it's just at that point. Look, I got lucky when I invested in Jonathan Taylor as a rookie, and like it paid off, but it barely paid off, and I don't think I won a chip that year. So,
yeah. Okay. And then, and of course, that the one player that I love the most in this draft that I really want is Jordan Love. So I'd be trading you, Joe Burrow and somebody.
No, I would trade you Love, and I would throw in Reed for the stack, and I would swap stacks with you if you were amenable to that.
Okay, well, yeah, we would definitely talk about it, but no. So Jordan Love, yeah, I love that. I love that pick. I like the DK Metcalf pick too. What round did you get him in? Do you remember? Fourth. Yeah, that's a really good spot. Saquon. So talk to me about Saquon. Like, why? What's the confidence in Saquon? I know you're not doing. I think it just happened that it was an all green team. I don't think you were really doing that, right? I mean, that was
I mean, Garrett Wilson was kind of. I actually legitimately have been wanting to do this for a while because I thought about because it's like I wouldn't want to do an all red team. I just don't think that would be as fun. But I mean, I didn't actually pick only green players. Like I got Cortland Sutton, but no, Barkley. He's gonna have way more red zone opportunities than he ever did. Kelsey isn't there anymore. They're not gonna do the tush push. They're
Yeah.
gonna do. They're gonna. Jalen Hurts isn't going to. He isn't going to score less rushing touchdowns because, you know, Kelsey isn't there. He's going to score less rushing touchdowns because Barkley is there. And it makes more sense to, let Hurts use his weapons instead of putting his body on the line 80 times every game.
So why Barkley over Jameer Gibbs or Isaiah Pacheco or even Derrick Henry?
Because I always get Pacheco and I wanted to try something different. I wanted to see how I genuinely don't generally pick Saquon.
Okay, let's say that this is your last like your real draft. You'd pick Pacheco.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Okay.
I would generally always pick Pacheco over Saquon.
I'm cool with the reasons you just mentioned. I'm good with that. Josh Jacobs because of the news, right?
Actually, that news came after I picked him. I've been feeling a weird thing the last week that I'm like, maybe I should be in on Jacobs, and then this happened. So I don't know.
Evan Ingram's a great sneaky tight end. That was a great pick. I like Christian Kirk too. Christian Kirk looks like he's going to be he's kind of like the vet version of Malik Neighbors almost. As far as like who's going to get focused on in the passing game. Now, I'm not trying to say talent wise. I'm just trying to say as far as usage and where they sit in the offense. You talked about Jaden Reed. You have Dallas Goedert. I think that's just to go with the green thing. Same thing with Rodgers. Cortland Sutton, you explained that one. Hawkinson is an interesting pick because you could just throw him onto your IR and maybe have a late year push guy there. So that's pretty cool. Brandon Cooks, you already talked about Brandon Cooks. Jason Sanders for a kicker, I think was a great pick. He's attached to a great offense. And Philadelphia, like you mentioned, you put your money where your mouth is, and so you back your play of what you said. So I definitely do think that was a good thing. Go ahead, man. Announce my team and then let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you for that, Brian. So I liked Brian's team a lot. And I was looking at his team at first. I thought I had the advantage, but the more I looked at it, I think Brian's team has more star power. We have Joe Burrow at quarterback, CeeDee Lamb for the hero wide receiver, Debo at the wide receiver too.
Auto draft.
Auto draft, but still great team. Jahmyr Gibbs and Joe Mixon. Kenneth Walker at the flex. That's a strong. I love it how you found a way to make it Thunder flex. You always do.
Well, it is, dude. It's hero wide receiver. Yeah, hero wide receiver.
But it's interesting because we have Kyle Pitts in the tight end, but we have T. Higgins on the bench. So, I mean, it kind of feels like you find a way to get T. Higgins in there somewhere.
Yeah, probably when Deebo Samuel gets hurt,
which will happen.
Yeah, right.
And then we have Zach Moss coming in at the RB4, Rashee Rice at the wide receiver 4, Brock Purdy backup quarterback. Jerome Ford is a rental, kind of a good, valuable piece. Maybe you use it, try to make a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm going to write that down. Brian Thomas Jr., rookie wide receiver for Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just my last pick of the draft. Yeah,
was it because his name was Brian?
No. I've seen video of him. He's in a great situation. I don't know if Deontay Johnson really is going to be the guy. And this guy's extremely.
Deontay Johnson is on the Panthers.
Right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Christian Kirk. I don't think Christian Kirk can take the. Thank you. I was thinking. Good job. Yeah, Brian.
Do you think that Deontay Johnson is not the guy? Let's get into that.
No. I don't think he is. But Brian Thompson Jr. is going to be playing the role of Ridley, and so he has that kind of talent, that kind of ability. So I think it's going to be a good thing. And then I have Fairburn and Houston, which I already talked about. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just close the show out really quick. I appreciate everybody. Comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if who you think had the better team. We kind of went as far as we could with hero wide receiver. Kind of went as far as we could on running back. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. Okay, let us know that you're loving the show. Connor, help me out with the end here. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football as in life.
Don't dream it. Be it.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.